Hello, this is Mrs. Poland, Unit 4, Day 3, adding and subtracting rational expressions with the same denominators. So, going back to elementary school, when you added fractions, in order to add them, you would have to have the same denominator. And then, if that was the case, then you would simply keep the denominator and add the numerator. And if necessary, reduce. In this case, 3/5 is the final answer. So I'm just going to show you a couple more examples on this topic. So let's do number 4. Notice that we have two algebraic fractions and they both have the same denominator. Therefore, we can keep the denominator and combine like terms in the numerator. So negative 2x plus 16x is 14x, and negative 3 plus 10 is positive 7. I can reduce this. I see that I can factor out a 7 from the numerator. And now I can reduce the common factor of 7. So my final answer for this particular problem is 2x plus 1. The next example that we're going to do is number 7, and I'll say there's a watch out. And what I mean is, if you have a subtraction between two algebraic fractions and the numerator of the second fraction has more than one term, you have to proceed with caution. So I say watch out, because you have to remember to distribute that negative sign to both terms in the numerator. So as a suggestion to you, couldn't get that out, what I'd like you to do is change this to an addition problem and just put that negative sign in the numerator with parentheses surrounding those binomial terms. And this is just a reminder to you to negate the negative sign. My denominators are the same, so I'm just going to rewrite it once. I'm going to make sure to distribute that negative sign to both terms. And now I'm up to the stage of combining like terms. I can factor the numerator. And I can simplify the common factor of x minus 5. My final answer is 2 over x plus 5. And voila, here's my answer. The next problem I'd like to do is number 11, because again, it's a little bit different. And we notice the denominators are not the same. But something looks very familiar. In fact, in a couple lessons before, we had talked about what to do when the terms look alike. In other words, it's in the form of a minus b over b minus a, which this is. We know that this reduces to negative 1, and likewise this reduces to negative 1. Well, how does this help us? I can cross multiply, and I get 6 minus 2x is negative 2x minus 6. Notice it's the same as the first denominator of the first fraction. It's just the opposite. It's just negated. So when you're in this situation, by the way, you could change either term, but I just think it's better to be consistent. And so I'm going to rewrite that second fraction as negative 2x minus 6 of the first. Now that negative sign can go anywhere. In fact, it could be brought up to top. So we can rewrite this as 3x over 2x minus 6 plus a negative 9 over 2x minus 6. My denominators are the same, so therefore I can combine the numerator. I can now factor. And I'm almost done. I can reduce these terms to, whoop, I was in a different color, but I think it's okay, to 3/2. I hope this video helped.